Hello there, I'm Lenny, and in this video I'm going to discuss the film Godzilla vs. Kong, which was released on March 31st, 2021 in theaters and currently streaming and available on HBO Max. This movie is rated PG-13 and has the runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes. This is the follow-up to Godzilla King of Monsters and Kong Skull Island. Since this movie has just been released, this is going to be a non-spoiler review of the film. I'm not going to ruin anything major for you. Of course, I want you to discover that on your own by yourself. Within this movie, we have starring Alexander Skarsgård, Brian Tyree Henry, Rebecca Hall, and Millie Bobby Brown. Godzilla, who up until this point has been known as the Savior Titan, randomly begins to attack tech company Apex Cybernetics and destroy one of their facilities. The military, along with CEO of Apex Cybernetics, Walter Simmons, believe that Godzilla has turned from savior and protector to destroyer. Madison Russell, who is Mark Russell's daughter, believes that the attacks aren't random, that they're happening for a reason, and tries to remind her dad, who's in the military, that Godzilla protected them before, which is what took place in the last film, and that Godzilla is just not attacking for no reason. Bernie Hayes, a conspiracy theorist podcaster, teams up with Madison, and they're going to investigate and look into why Godzilla is attacking the Apex company. Walter Simmons convinces Nathan Lind, who is a scientist, along with other scientists, that the only way to stop the Alpha Titan Godzilla is to find and use another Alpha Titan. And that is where Kong comes in. And he convinces them that Kong will always be in danger of Godzilla as long as he exists, because there will always be that presence, that threat of another alpha. Of course, circumstances happen that are going to place both alphas on the path of each other. Of course, if this didn't happen, we wouldn't have a movie and there'd be nothing to discuss. And now with both Alpha Titans aware of each other and both of them unwilling to bow down to the other, it's going to be a fight to the death. I'm going to discuss some pros and cons that I had with the film Godzilla vs. Kong. This is my own opinion, so let's begin with the pros. The sound design and the sound effects within this movie sound outstanding. They sound so awesome. The sound is brilliant. The special effects for Godzilla and Kong are also very impressive. We get to watch two monster icons battle it out. And this is always fun when these kind of crossovers happen. Just like Freddy vs. Jason or Alien vs. Predator, it's always fun to see these characters, these icons that can handle their own, pitted up against another very similar icon within that genre. So that is also a plus. There's a surprise guest within this film, which was very cool to see. I didn't know about it. Luckily, it remained a secret and it wasn't spoiled for me. Therefore, I am not going to spoil it for you. Before I go over the list of cons that I had with the film, I just want to say it's not my goal to ever bash a film. It's not my goal to bash the hard work that lots of people have put into a production, the people in front of the camera, the people behind the camera. I am not trying to bash the work and belittle anything that anyone has done, especially working their hearts out within this industry. I'm not trying to do that. With that being said, some of the issues that I had with the film are, one, we have amazing, talented actors portraying annoying human characters. And that seems to happen a lot with these monster films because humans aren't supposed to be the focus point. Again, it's supposed to be about the monsters. But that doesn't mean every human character within these films has to be annoying, and that seems to be the case. They make horrible decisions. There's barely any substance to these characters. Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Madison within this movie, is connected to the story by a very thin thread. And the whole purpose of having her in this movie is to bring in a younger audience and bring in fans from her other projects to the film. Her character is not needed, and therefore it just feels like she's shooed in for that purpose of bringing in a younger audience. A major issue that I have with this film and other films in general that do this is when a group of just normal civilians, a group of everyday people that don't work for the company and obviously don't work for the company, a high-tech security company, a high-tech weapon company, and again, keyword being security as well, are able to sneak into the company or facility right off the street, get into elevators, corridors, hallways, secret locked rooms with no issues, no problems. These are companies that are developing security for other either companies or the world or weapons for the military, what have you. And they can't protect their own facility from average, everyday Joe people waltzing in, getting into restricted areas without cards, making their way around and taking photos or files of things that are top secret. The people that freaked out over the collateral damage that took place within the film Man of Steel, when Superman and General Zod are battling it out, buildings are getting destroyed, are going to pass out and lose their minds when they're watching this film, when the two big titans do duke it out. The buildings and the collateral damage and the mass casualties that are taking place but aren't mentioned within the film are going to make those people's heads just pop. It always amazes me within a movie when people are in either a foreign country, a foreign state, somewhere they've never been before, and they're completely cut off, separated from either family members, friends, or loved ones, and they're always able to find them within this foreign state, within this foreign country, within this area that has mass destruction, casualties taking place. It looks like a war zone. They can always find each other and be where they need to be. And super convenient how that works out, especially if they don't have a cell phone or a way to get in touch with the person that they're looking for. It's mind-blowing. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to find somebody within IKEA? There are some key details and some plot points missing from this film that aren't explained, and they're not explained at all. And what I mean by that is they're not even glossed over or hinted at. And you're left wondering, how did this event, how did this lead to this happening? I just have to accept this. So we're just presented with circumstances, but we don't know what led to these circumstances happening. So it's kind of just presented with, this is what it is, just go with it, don't worry about it. But these are key things that need to be answered, explaining, like, how did this come about? Rating Godzilla vs. Kong on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best score that it can get, I give the movie a 5. Again, this is just my own opinion. It's not a horrible film. It's not a great film. Again, middle of the road. It's fun watching these two big icons battle it out. The special effects and the sound design are brilliant. It's a great popcorn movie. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. So you can have fun with it. It's not, again, Citizen Kane, and I understand that going into it. I implore you that if you have an interest in seeing the film, definitely see it and form your own opinion on it. If you enjoyed this video and you think it's worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to do so. And if you want to see other videos just like this, all you have to do is hit the YouTube logo, which is going to be down in the corner, and you'll get a notification anytime I upload a new video to the channel. Also, please feel free to check out the other playlists that I have. A Twilight Zone playlist where I do deep dives within original Twilight Zone episodes, a movie playlist where I have other movie reviews, and a show playlist where I review shows such as Cobra Kai and American Horror Story. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the opportunity to talk about these things that I'm passionate about. I greatly appreciate that. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.